Hi, my name is James. I'm from JJ Film Studios and I created the film Lockdown 2020. It's about a man on lockdown during the coronavirus pandemic of 2020 who gradually loses his grip on reality. The recent lockdown inspired the story. What grabbed me to create it was I didn't want to stop being productive or creative during this lockdown period. We did have a couple of projects lined up, a couple of short films, but I just tried to come up with an idea of a short film that I could make while on the lockdown. There's usually two of us working on the films, my brother and myself, and we split all aspects of the filmmaking between the two of us. Obviously, being on lockdown, I've had to do everything myself, so it is literally a one-man film. I've had to do the acting, the filming, the lighting, the editing. So yeah, that in itself was a challenge, but it was also a good learning curve. Was the subject matter difficult to shoot, and how do you think you did in portraying it? Um, I think being on lockdown itself is difficult. Feeling trapped in your own home, not being able to go outside. I just tried to imagine what effect that would have on someone over a long period of time, months, years, how that would affect their mental health and how they would react to that situation. Did I portray it well? I hope so. How long did it take to finally lock in the script? There's no dialogue in the film, so basically all I did from when I had the idea is I did a rough storyboard. I just drew up all the scenes that I wanted in the film. It took me 2 evenings to film it and 2 evenings to edit. So from having the idea of the film to actually finishing it, it took me 4 evenings. Did you have any budget? How did you go about funding the film? No, it's not a single penny was spent on this film. As with all our projects as JJ Film Studios, they're all zero budget for now. Hopefully that will change at some point in the future. We'll be able to get a budget and maybe make a feature film, hopefully. How long have you been making films for? Um, I made my first film with my brother about 3 years ago. It was we did it just for a laugh, to be honest. But the feedback we got from that first film was really positive. So we decided to make another film and another one, and we've been making short films ever since. As long as there's an audience, then we will continue making short films. Would you do it all again the same way? If not, what would you change to make it even better? Um, I think I'd do it the same. I think the choice to use candlelight as the main light source really worked to create the atmosphere I was looking for. Um, could it be improved? Absolutely. As a filmmaker, I don't think you're ever 100% satisfied with the final product, and there's always room for improvement. A project is never finished. You just have to decide where to draw the line, and that's it. Otherwise, it'd go on forever. Like I say, you're never 100% satisfied, but you try and take that with you onto your next project and improve and make the next project even better than the last. Who inspires you as a filmmaker? I could reel off a load of big names, but the one guy that really inspires me as a filmmaker is Shane Meadows. Love his films, and I just think he's got this ability to make a great film with a relatively small budget. It's because of him that I wanted to make films myself. What camera did you use to shoot the film on? Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera 4K. The lens used was a Lumix 25mm 1.7. Cheap lens, but very effective. What's next for you and your team? Me and my brother, we've got 2 short films lined up, horror films. So after the lockdown, we're going to get on and get those filmed. But ultimately, long term, what our main goal is to get a budget and make a feature film.